Hi everybody, Josh Compton here with City Place Property Management. Wanted to do a quick walkthrough of a recent rehab that we had just turned over here. We did a pretty extensive rehab. This client was looking to kind of borrow the property and be into it for less than that kind of 70 to 80% of the full purchase price, and that did work out for him on this property. And just want to kind of walk through what we did. This isn't a really high end or really fancy rehab. It's just a good base hit, and it makes it a kind of a nice bulletproof rental. And these are a lot of standard things that we're using anyway. So kind of wanted to give you a feel for kind of what those are here. This was kind of a unique house. That good rental, a slab floor, block wall. So from that standpoint, really nice construction. But the interior walls or the partition walls were block, which is just not something we see too terribly often. So we did extensive drywall work here. The ceiling was really falling apart. They had some roof issues. The floor was a laminate, which we really don't like and really prefer the luxury vinyl plank, as it's waterproof, more durable. If tenant spills a glass of milk, or the kid or dog or whatever has an accident on it, it's not going to swell up like that essentially sawdust based floor that the laminate is. So we really like luxury vinyl plank and tile and any kind of waterproof surfaces there. There's two bedrooms, and one of the bedrooms had a standard size door, but that's the entrance to the other bedroom. I think that's a foot. So can you imagine getting a bed frame in there? God forbid a big dresser. We had to kind of change that whole layout. We ended up doing, I think we replaced all the windows or almost all the windows on this property. Carpet, that blue carpet, had it, and why rip it out? Use it as a pad and throw the new carpet on it, right? Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, some more garbage windows here. This is an old radiator system. We switched it over to a furnace because the boiler was done, and to replace a new boiler is almost always over $10,000. We can get a new furnace, ductwork, and air conditioner done for less than that. Yeah, no boilers. They're bad and expensive and maintenance nightmares. So yeah, to have some tile, throw some carpet on it. Don't tack it down anything. So it was in rough shape when we got it. And they just glued this paneling to it. We did not know at the time when we started this project that the interior walls were going to be block construction. Makes it tough to move and run electrical and run plumbing and a lot of other issues that we came up with. But I believe this was a house that a client bought from a wholesaler. Turned out to be a good deal. Bathroom, vanity's not too bad. Showers. And you cannot clean that, especially if you're going to do so much of the job. You wouldn't want to leave a kind of yellowed shower. So this is a good shot because we ended up opening that wall up here. So that whole wall there is block and really closes off the kitchen when you could have a nice open space if you just removed 6 foot of wall or so. So that's what we ended up doing. And that half wall that serves no purpose, it just closes it off. The kitchen cabinets were particle board and really swollen. You can kind of see on the side here how bad that they were. Missing all the drawers and drawer faces and stuff you just can't do anything with. If we were kind of trying to do a lipstick job, you could paint some of this stuff and try to replace some new cabinets and match it. But at this point, this house needed so much work, it wouldn't make sense to have everything looking nice and kind of cobbled together the kitchen cabinets. The electrical just hanging out, and then ran right behind the cabinets. Additionally, the water main, kind of see it here, is right behind the cabinets. Comes out of the floor and runs right behind the cabinets. Can you imagine running a screw into that and getting it leaking there? Good shot of the laminate floor. This is what happens with laminate floors over time. That does not happen with luxury vinyl plank. You don't get that cupping and the edges come up, and it's really an inferior product. It is a little cheaper, but in 5 years you'll be sorry that you went with laminate over a luxury vinyl plank. For sure. Yeah, we're opening that wall up here between the living room and the kitchen, and we're going through. And these are block partition walls that are not load bearing. It doesn't make sense that they are block instead of 2x4. So I'm not sure why they did that. It's more expensive. It's more labor intensive, and you can't run electrical or plumbing. Or even really hang a picture without a TAPCon. So I don't understand the reason behind that, but that's what it was, and it was a bear to knock down that wall and kind of open this section up here. But there's a good shot of the kitchen. Really changes the layout and feel of the home. Really updates it, gives it kind of that modern look. And that's the last picture. So I think we're going to be going into the video of me walking the property. This is our kind of standard wall color here. It works really well with a white baseboard. We went with luxury vinyl plank here. It's a little more expensive to do this kind of flooring up front, but it gives you a really nice look. We really like this kind of little more modern color than the wood color. We kind of go back and forth between both, but we've had good success with this color. It's more expensive up front to do this, but the turnovers make it so much easier because we're just mopping this and moving on. There's very few scratches. If there are some scratches, that's something we can kind of hide pretty easily and not have big carpet cleaning bills or carpet replacing bills. As you saw from the pictures before here, this wall right here was here. There was a wall here initially. The kitchen layout, we added a lot of square footage here with our counters, and stainless steel appliances are just a little upgrade, a little nicer, and still not horribly expensive. You see brand new stainless steel appliances, and the bang for your buck there is usually pretty good. This house, like many houses that we get into, has some unique features. One of the ones was the main water line and the main electrical line ran together right on the floor. So right behind where the original cabinets were, and really just on the floor, kind of down there before, which is absolutely unacceptable if someone hit it or a kid hit it or whatever happened. So we built a false wall here, not very big, but just kind of big enough to hide that water line and the electrical line that were coming in here. So cabinets or people or whatever wouldn't deal with that. We hit it with spray foam and really insulated it. The bathroom, as you can see, has also kind of dramatically changed. We went with a tile shower here because there was a kind of a smaller shower space, so there wasn't an insert that we could do. So the guys did a really nice job going through here. That kind of penny tile I think looks really nice, and this will be long term, hold up really well, quick cleaning. Whenever we do plumbing fixtures, we do not like the cheap brands, so Moa or Delta. This one's a Delta here, and that just lasts so much longer because it's such a bear to change these down the road. It makes sense to spend a little bit of more money to kind of do that up front. Simple vanity mirror here. We were able to kind of keep this fireplace here. Some tenants will appreciate it and some won't. I think it looks nice, but it's not something that we were going to remove. The cost to do that would not be worth that to us. Initially, there was the layout here was a little different, so the door was very, very narrow, so you couldn't get a standard side door in here. So we had to kind of rearrange all this to make these doors work. But yeah, mini blinds and paint just go a long way here. Looks good, shows well, should get rented here quickly. It's really the small decisions that you make during a rehab that make a big difference overall. With this really simple white backsplash, looks good, easy to clean, and really not that expensive to get done. So here at City Place, we try to make these cost to benefit analysis for you. We'll recommend things that we think are going to make your maintenance turnovers easier and cheaper moving forward, as well as rent it faster because it looked nice. It does make sense to spend a little bit more money up front to get a quality tenant. If you do a D grade rental and you put out a D grade product, you're going to get someone who is okay living in those conditions, and that's typically not the tenant that you're going to want that's going to stay there a while and take care of the place. Just want to give you a quick example of a more extensive rehab that we want of a client that was successfully able to do that. Please see the link below. Check us out, City Place Property Management. We offer flat fee PM services and in-house full construction services, whether you have a $500 turnover or a $500,000 turnover. We're happy to take care of it. Thanks.